Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Shut Up and Grind, where we help busy moms recapture their confidence and self-esteem using fitness as the platform. So now one of the number one challenges that I hear from my clients is nutrition. Nutrition is a big problem. Too much meal prep, too much time doing the meal prep. So I went out and found someone who's going to help you out with those issues, right? So allow me to introduce my very first live podcast cast guest. So let me just start by saying that means you're going to be remembered because everybody remembers the first one. So 20
Number
years.
one, just know I bring good luck, so you're going to do great.
Yes, absolutely. So joining me is award-winning chef. She was a former contestant on Bravo TV's Top Chef. She's the owner and CEO of 1 Week Chef Cooking School, where she helps people better their cooking skills and they can meet their health goals. And then we're going to get into how she's going to do that a little bit later. So first, welcome, Chef Alexia.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. All right, so let's dive right in. So we're in the midst of a global pandemic now. So being a chef, how has that affected you and your business?
Well, before the pandemic, I was actually running 3 restaurants, and I was basically responsible for growing the brand into more locations. So as soon as the pandemic hit, we decided that that's not going to happen. And I just stepped back and I just focused completely myself on the 1 Week Chef School, which is an online-based cooking school.
Okay.
I just found it the perfect opportunity to do that. So brick and mortar is having a very hard time right now, and online is doing very well, and a lot of people need our help.
Okay, great answer. So you had to pivot your business, and could you give a quick bit of advice to other people who have brick and mortar restaurants of how they can take their talents online?
Sure. So everybody that owns a brick and mortar, I personally didn't own the brick and mortar. So there's definitely so many things that you could do to make the business run. Delivery, online. We did the first week, we decided to do a grocery shop. That went very well.
Okay.
Put the pizzas together as separate so people could do them at home. Meal prep. There's so many different things that they could do. Now, saying that, online is basically your ship to bring people to your brick and mortar. So you could use that as an advertisement by bringing free recipes, free advice for restaurateurs. You just go online and you just make sure that you give as much value as possible to help other people to achieve their fitness goal, their nutrition goals, or just make their life easier through cooking. And then they will trust you, they will like you, and then they will come to your restaurant as well. So I think they actually go hand in hand.
That's awesome. That's great. I'm actually working with the Lieutenant Governor's office here to help small businesses in Rhode Island. And I think in a couple of weeks, we're actually going to be addressing restaurant owners. So I might share what you just said, because that's great advice. Thank you.
And I would love to join you because I have way more to talk about. That is one of my favorite subjects. After cooking is restaurant business.
All right. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll get in touch with the gentleman that runs the program. We'll see if we can bring you on. That's great. Thank you. All right, so next, what was your motivation to become a chef?
My motivation to become a chef. Since I was a little girl, I just really enjoyed cooking. I enjoyed looking at people's eyes and closing their eyes when they were trying out my food. But I never thought it was a career. So until I came to the US, I went to become a physical therapist at SUNY Stony Brook. And I realized this is not what I love to do, but I'm really good with my hands. I'm very creative. And somebody somewhere told me that they were a chef. And I was like, oh, it could be a career. So that's when I jumped on and I went to the Culinary Institute of America in New York. And there I really, really shined. Like everything was just like a playground. That's amazing. That's the way I started in the cooking world.
Absolutely amazing. So you said when you came to America, where were you from originally?
I'm from Greece.
Oh, awesome. Great. Yeah. That's great. Came over, took advantage, and you got a great career going. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So you were on Bravo TV's Top Chef. So explain.
Just to correct you, it was the Top Chef in Greece. So it wasn't on Bravo. But
okay.
It's obviously the Top Chef. It's the same franchise. It was just made in Greece.
Oh, okay. All right. My error on my research. So describe that experience.
Oh, that experience. It was actually really great. the funny thing is when I went back to Greece, because when I graduated college and I did my 1 year of working in the US, I had to go back to Greece as the law. So when I went back, I remember I put my luggages down when I went to my parents' home, and I was like, I'm going to be on TV. And they looked at me like I'm a crazy person. And within 3 months, I was doing different competitions. So I got to know the people in Greece and in the culinary world. And one of them suggested me to go to the competition.
Okay.
So when I went there, it was just like perfect. I was like, everything is happening the way that I want to. But it was their first that they ever did. So they had a lot of struggle of putting it together and figuring out what the challenges were. But as a contestant, I really enjoyed it because I love competitions and I've been doing competition for years. So when I went there, it was like the epitome of competition.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. All right. So people want to know about this 7-minute prep. So is it really possible to get chef-inspired meals in only 7 minutes? Like that's the questions that I've been fielding. So the first question is, how did you come up with the concept?
The way that I came up with the concept is because in the restaurants, the ticket time, that's what we call it, is 7 minutes. So whenever a server punches in an order from a table, in 7 minutes, we have to deliver the food. So restaurants have been doing this for years.
Okay.
And basically what they do is they have everything prepared. They have cut up onions, cut up garlic, cut up peppers. They have the portions of the chicken already ready to go. So when the order comes in, you just put things together. Okay. And in 7 minutes, you have the meal. So that's how I came up with the concept. Doing it at home, I'm actually chopping and cooking at the same time. But that's because I'm a fast cutter. Obviously, I'm a chef. But I do have a course for knife skills to help people out to cut fast enough so they could have the 7-minute meals. But in general, it's just preparation.
All right. Can you expand on your knife skills course?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So the first course that I created on the 1 week chef school was the knife skills. And I teach people 21 different knife cuts. Plus, I have another additional 25 videos on bonus items such as watermelon, butternut squash. A lot of people struggle with those ingredients. And I'm also teaching them what knives to use, what knives to choose, how to sharpen the knife, how to set up their kitchen so they're really fast and do 7-minute meals. So everything that is inside the course is a very extensive course. It's for moms, it's for new cooks, it's for people that went to college. Like I wish when I first went to Stony Brook that I knew how to cut, because it's so important to cut accurately and precisely so your food is cooked the same way. Because if you have a large potato and a small potato, they're obviously going to cook in different ways. And I've done that mistake. When I was 13, I did that. I was like, oh, this is yummy potato. Oh, this is a raw potato. I have to be consistent. So knife skills, I think, is the first skill that anybody should know to step in the kitchen. And it will help you save time so you could create 7-minute meals. Or it would also help you save a lot of money because you're not wasting food. And it makes your life easier. So then you want to cook, you want to show off your knife skills. It's the first skill that anybody should know.
Yes. And I've spent 20 years in the restaurant industry, so I can 100% validate that people that can't cut right can really ruin the entire meal. So absolutely.
Yeah. And hurt themselves now that you said that.
Yes. All right. So explain to the listeners about the 1 week cooking school.
Thank you. So the 1 week cooking school, so the first course was the knife skills, and that was like my baby course, my first course for me to learn how to do this online school because it's completely new to me. But I already have in the works basic cooking skills, and I call the school 1 week chef because I teach everything in 1 week. You don't become necessarily a chef. A chef is just a name that I chose because I know a lot of people like to be called the chef in the kitchen. Yep. But it's basically for new cooks or for moms that want to improve their skills. And I'm teaching people in 7 days, 1 skill. So knife skills is taught in 7 days. Basic cooking skills is going to be taught in 7 days. And I'm also doing actually a meal prepping, a 2-hour meal prepping class, and that's going to be taking place. Actually, the doors open today. Did you know that? I didn't share that with you. The doors open today.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Today is the last day for knife skills. I actually have a code for your listeners. The code is 7NOW. You just spell out the name of the number 7 now. And that's because it's 7 minutes meals. So 7 now is the code if you go for Knife Skills. That will expire today. So I'm sorry for anybody that will listen after this. But I also open up today the meal prep, which is basically we're going to spend a Sunday together for 2 hours. I'm going to show you how to have the ingredients ready. So throughout the week, you could have 7-minute meals.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So when you're actually, well, I'm sorry. I was looking on your website and I saw you had spices.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the spices are under construction.
Okay.
Due to the pandemic, the company that I wanted to go with to create my spice blends, they kind of couldn't do it. So I had to push back the launch time. So I'm still under production. I'm aiming for October, actually. Yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of time.
All right, yeah, because I know for someone like me, I'm just looking back at what we said earlier. Because I know for someone like me, I go to recipes, and sometimes there's just so many different spices that are needed. So it would be nice to have something just prepackaged and healthy to just go to. So is that something along the lines of what you'll be creating?
Exactly what you're saying. When I usually meet people, everybody tells me 2 questions. One is they don't have time. So that's when I tell them get Knife Skills. That's going to save your time. And I'm going to see my 7-minute meals. And then the second thing they say, I don't know how to put flavors together. And I remember when I was a student, when I was a young girl, I didn't know how to put flavors together. So that would have saved my life. So what I did is I took spice blends, put them together, and I'm telling you where to use them to give the ultimate flavor. So this way, instead of a lot of people that like put a little bit of garlic powder, put a little onion powder, put a little bit paprika, it's going to be the perfect measurement in a package. You just put a little bit of that seasoning, you taste it, you like it, it's good. You don't like it, you put a little bit more. So that's how I came up with that, because I know people struggle with spices, especially when they're starting.
Yes, it's like I've personally not made recipes just because there were too many different things I would have to get. You know, it's like you need sweet paprika, you need onion powder, you need cumin, you need curry, and the list goes on and on. So
and then you have them stuck in your cabinet, and you don't know what to do with them. So those spice blends, I'm helping you out, and then when they come out, I'm also going to make a lot of recipes to teach people how to use them.
Okay. Yep. I also saw you have meal plans.
Yes, I do. So I created actually 7 meal plans. We have a Mediterranean, we have a low carb, paleo, freezer friendly, pantry friendly, now that we have the coronavirus. So I'm giving for free 7 meal plans to anybody that wants it. They could find it at www.oneweekchef.com/free meal plans. And we could put the information on the chat. Yes. So I'm giving that for free. It's 7 different meal plans. You could choose one, or you could do all 7. So you basically have 7 weeks worth of free meal plans for you made. And it has a shopping list, and it tells you like if it's left over to eat it tomorrow, because some of the things I'm making like in a bit bigger batch. So you could have tomorrow. So all that is available at oneweekchef.com/free meal plans. Go get it.
/free meal plans. That's awesome. So everyone listening now, go to that site and take advantage.
Yes.
This is amazing. All right. So how do people connect with you on social media?
You could find me basically everywhere at Chef Alexia. So on Instagram, I'm at Chef Alexia. On Facebook by Chef Alexia. On YouTube at Chef Alexia. And I usually post everything in all the platforms so anybody could find it.
Okay.
But those are the 3 main ones I use. And my website is chefalexia.com, or the school is oneweekchef.com.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You brought out way more value than, I don't want to say that, than I was expecting, but yeah, like you dropped some really, really good knowledge here. So again, for people listening, take advantage, oneweekchef.com/free meal plans, and your code for Knife Skills was code 7NOW, SEVENNOW. So again, yep. Anything else you want to share before we sign off?
I want to tell to everybody that cooking might look hard. It's not hard. You just got to learn the skills. And I'll be more than happy to teach you. I put a lot of free videos every single week to teach people. So don't be scared. Step into the kitchen, gain confidence. And I lost 120 pounds by eating recipes that I have created that you see, because I cook everything low carb. So don't be afraid. Nutrition is 80% of the work. 20% is making sure you're working out. Right, Rob?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So and I know it sounds scary, but getting there with confidence, you're going to get it.
Wow, you lost 120 pounds. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I love working out. That's necessary.
Wow. And now you're giving back. It's perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And have a great day.
You too, Rob. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.